Would you all be in the camp that Bitcoin goes back to 100K here? If we turn this to the line chart, the double bottom there becomes very apparent. And so some people might look at this and think, well, BTC should go to 100K. So what are your thoughts about it? As of the current price here, if Bitcoin continues to hold this 73.627 zone, if it continues to hold that as support, then 78K should be coming very soon. 78.9. We do have a CME gap at about 79 to 81, I believe. Yes, we have a CME gap here at about 79.7 to 81.1. Ideally, we go up to reclaim the CME gap before we can go lower to reclaim the one down. Now, currently, BTC is above several resistance levels, and we are sort of claiming them as support. So the 1.618 right here was resistance, but we flipped it into support, but we also flipped the 50 EMA on the daily right here. The next 50 EMA on the weekly will be somewhere around 86K. So we can also see that happening. Anything higher than that, then we can start talking about real resistance. Anything as we go into this zone right here. Remember that this zone right here was formed as, well, it was supposed to be a bottom, but it was not. And what I find interesting, which is just something you should know, is that in this ABC moves, so when we come down like so, move back to the upside and come back to the downside, ideally in such moves, we go back higher by about 50% of the entire move to the downside. And that is actually supposed to be like the lowest. That's the minimum that we should expect, should be about 50% of this entire move down. And if we were to go about 50% or higher, then this 0.5 right here will be our main resistance. So the 0.5 is just gotten from taking the Fibonacci from the top right here to the lowest point here. So that's how we get the 0.5. So that is where we start talking about real resistance, where this thing could just turn and crash badly. That is all, of course, assuming that we maintain the support that we've now found right here at about 73.6. So long as we are above this zone right here and are also above the 50 daily EMA right here at about 71.3, ideally we stay higher, because this 1.618, that's how I have the idea that we go as high as the 2.618 right here at about 78. But ideally we stay above these two zones right here to maintain the move to the upside. So long as that's true, then we can always head up even higher into this zone right here. So